evening, everybody. This is Cinnamon Noir.
And this is the Ramen Shaman.
Welcome to 400 Years. This is kind of an interesting little flash game. Unfortunately, you have to play it on the internet, which is why in the original of this, there was a Pokemon Go advertisement on it. This is a game by Script Welder. Probably his best game from my point of view, but he's made a number of games. This is our main character.
He looks like an Easter Island statue. Oh, no.
Yeah, he's supposed to look like that. That is indeed what he is, effectively. So,
interesting.
So, to save this to the world, in this game, we have 400 years. That's how many years we have to save the world.
I see.
And it's actually going to take close to that long. Don't worry, there's a mechanic that will explain why this isn't quite as bad as you'd think it might be.
Yeah, I imagined it wasn't just gonna be...
Wow, you're already tired. Looks like you can't wait 400 years. So sometimes to overcome obstacles in this game, you just have to wait. You wait by holding space. Roughly every quarter of a second, a season will go past. So in winter, you can just walk across this little patch of water.
Clever.
They do some very clever things within this game. That's really the reason I wanted to play it on your channel.
It reminds me of Braid, except less obnoxiously pretentious.
It is, although it is obnoxiously pretentious. A little bit. I actually like this game. So, to overcome...
Is the guy who made it a total asshole?
No.
Alright.
I shouldn't have said this game's pretentious. It's not. It's actually a really cute little game. So, we had to wait about 20 years for that tree to grow to the right size so that we could climb up it. And that's what I like about this character, is that you kind of get the impression that he's a person who just can wait a long time and realizes that sometimes waiting is the best thing he can do.
It's kind of like Mr. Pump.
He is like Mr. Pump, actually.
I love it.
I didn't think of that. So in Autumn, it's a Terry Pratchett reference for people in the audience. Oh, shoot, now they won't get my reference points. Anyway, so in Autumn, you can pick up a chestnut, because these are chestnut trees. And then if you plant it in the right place, a tree will start growing. And then it's pretty simple what you do. The last step in all of these puzzles is always the same thing. You wait.
Well, I mean, he is like a statue.
Exactly. And he doesn't have many talents. Oh. You've run across some cave people. And they don't even have a cave. That's how poor they are. You can't afford a cave in this economy. So these people are hungry. Odd as it may seem, this is actually a problem from our point of view. The reason being, we need to get as far to the right as possible. And there is a big ocean in our way. And some walls that we can't get through on our own. So can you guess how we solve this problem?
Oh.
You might think that what we do is, help the villagers out, and then they agree to help us out in turn.
No,
we don't, actually, because you can't talk to them. What you do is you help them out by getting some wheat from over here, bringing it back to the villagers, and then you literally teach them how to plant grain, and wait for their civilization to get to the point where they've built bridges over the lake. So yeah, we'll see that in action in just a second here.
this is really clever.
Yeah, I like this game. The music is a little bit boring. It's free licensed music. You might have noticed it said at the beginning music by Kevin MacLeod. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he has a massive free music library of stuff that he's composed.
That is cool.
It's basically like public domain, but he's made all of it. And a lot of it is based on familiar stuff. So we plant the grain here. If you wait, by the way, while you're holding a chestnut or grain or anything like that, it will crumble into dust. So whenever you're moving stuff around, you have to make sure you can do it all within the season where you started. Now, either you can plant in multiple areas, or you can wait for the people to do it. Either way, it will start to cover this whole area. Until there's people everywhere. You may have noticed they've already started building permanent dwellings. Instead of the tents they were living in, now they have little huts, little clay huts. They don't seem to notice us here. Maybe because by this point we've been here for 15 years.
Easter Island statues were what really built the pyramids.
Exactly. They got around. That would be the best conspiracy theory ever. That Easter Island heads are real and did stuff in history. I gotta write a book like that. It's a good idea. Anyway, now they have, like little adobe buildings with thatched roofs. And we've been here for 50 years without killing anybody, so I think you'd think they'd have figured out by now I'm not harmful, but they still run away when they see me. Maybe just because I'm ugly. Although I don't think this character is that ugly.
Well, I guess from their perspective, you don't actually move around that often.
No, you don't. That's the funny thing about it. It's like what a human looks like to a fly.
Mm-hmm.
Just a big mountain that moves occasionally. So I got a little confused about what you're supposed to do at this point. I forgot that you need these people to build a bridge over here, and then they will get rid of that obstacle, just because they need it to build their houses.
Oh.
So once that bridge is built all the way across, I don't know what kind of primitive group of people takes like 100 years to build one bridge, but go figure.
Kind of like being in Terraria, if you're just a bystander watching the other guy work.
Yeah, that'd actually be kind of cool. I wonder why no one's done that.
Kind of like, well, that idea reminds me of, there was someone who did an ordinary schlub run, or, it's not what he called it, but it was like an ordinary citizen run in Skyrim.
That's pretty cool.
Where he actively avoids all adventuring.
I like that idea. You could do like a Minecraft run where you just observe other people who are building a server. It could be like a Jane Goodall, ape thing. I have gained the trust of these primitive people. They have begun to construct what they call a microwave. So now we can finally get past this little obstacle. But there are more to come. We've already used up 90 of our 400 years, unfortunately. We better get a move on. We better start moving at least at the rate of 1 mile a century if we hope to win this war. We don't even know what we're fighting. That's the funny thing. He knew that there was a disaster coming, but he doesn't know what it is. By the way, anytime you fall like straight horizontally like that. It's a little curious.
Well, because you're a rock.
Right, you fall like a stone. So there's no way we're getting past that. Our hands are too smooth. I mean, look at them. We have no fingers. We can't dig through there. So instead, we have to find our way under this, and that means we need to go through. You basically need to get to exactly the right point in winter and then wait, so that you can fall in the precise spot. And it takes a little while to get through there. Coming up pretty soon is like my favorite part of the whole game, so I'll be looking forward to that. So let's go back up through here, and oh look, here's some stalagmites. Guess what we have to do?
Wait.
We have to wait until they grow into each other, and then we can climb up them.
You know that they don't grow that fast, right?
How long do they take to grow?
I believe they actually take, like, centuries.
We're waiting centuries.
Really
kind of. I mean... Also, who knows what the scale of this is? I mean, this is only about as tall as 2 humans. We only need to get up, like, 15 feet. I don't think that would take more than about 80 years, do you? Who knows? In the event, it was more like 50 years, half a century. Hey, look, a net. This is my favorite part. So you waited all that time, now you come back up, and oh look, the people got a little more advanced while you were gone. Now they're wearing real shirts and, special clothes and stuff, and they have windows. And they've started fishing. Yeah, and in fact, if you don't do that, they will stay primitive forever. You're getting a little fuzzy over there, Greg. Yeah, you are. That's fine, just fix it. So I'm sure you can guess what we have to do at this point. need to get a chestnut over there. So the only way we can do that is to pick up the chestnut in autumn, when this boat is as far out as it can go on the other side.
Uh-huh.
And then we need to plant a tree over here. I just think these people are really cute, you know? You see them buzzing around while you wait. And they're so scared. I mean, these people, funnily enough, while the other people probably have a legend about you, these people have never seen you before. They're an offshoot of the other people, but...
Oh, yeah.
You haven't been around for, like, 70 years.
It would be
They
more
might have forgotten
interesting
about you.
if you were, like, a figure of legend.
Right, and then they see you coming back, you know? It's like when Cortez came to the New World and they thought he was Quetzalcoatl. You heard about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Quetzalcoatl was a white man.
Yeah, and it was, like, perfect timing, too.
It was. Cortez was a damn lucky bastard. Also, the funny thing, most of the conquistadors were really poor. Did you know that?
No.
They did not send aristocrats to the New World. Although they became aristocrats once they got there.
Yeah.
Thanks to steel. Which is history's way of making money. Anyway, we are actually very close to being able to solve this mystery. As we're told here, just vaguely.
Outright told.
You may be wondering why the video is so long. The reason is because I try something else after we win. But, we'll see that in a bit. So can you guess what this is? This blackened place where there's, you know, dead trees.
Oh, volcano.
Indeed. Can you also guess what's going to happen 238 years from now?
Oh, it's gonna blow.
Exactly. And we need to stop it. What do you think we need to do? Well, I'm going to sit and think for a little while, you know. A problem of this magnitude does need a little bit of cogitation. I wonder if this guy thinks while he's waiting.
Oh,
or if it's like going to stasis.
He's plugging the hole.
You're good. So I decided to do this at an even year, you know, summer of the year 200. We're literally midway through the course of history for this world.
I like that it's so selfless, you know?
It is. Although I'm not sure it hurts him, actually.
Mm-hmm.
He might be able to just get back up once it's done. Who knows? I was testing here to see if the level actually rises over time, but it should have occurred to me, real volcanoes don't work that way, so neither does this one. It just gets a little hotter. So you press E to block the lava, and then press space to wait. And this time you don't need to wait the whole time, it actually just ends the game for you. And yes, we have the patience of Iraq.
Indeed.
Or Babylon, as it was known in ancient times. Oh wait, sorry, that's Iraq, not Iraq. Anyway. So yes, we have saved the whole world. This was the mission. And now it's the year 2013. Like 1,600 years after we did this. And there's a jet in the sky, which shows that all is well. I'm pretty sure this game was made in 2013.
Interesting.
So it's like Tolkien. This is real. This really happened, Greg. Okay, so we're going to try again, and we're going to see what happens when you fail. Because imagine what was going to happen if a volcano blew up and there was no rock to stop it. I mean, we know in real life what would happen is just that life would go on. I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's kind of funny how this treats it like it's the end of the world, when really it's just... Maybe you're saving the people on this one island, and that's the idea.
The calamity was coming.
There's trouble coming to this little town, and only one man who's actually a rock can stop it.
I was thinking of Bastion, the calamity.
Oh, interesting. This does have a few things in common with Bastion too, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Very laid-back style. So there it is, music by Kevin MacLeod. So yeah, we're going to try out a few different things in this run. It's a little short in the first run, to make up for the fact that I'm completely wasting your time because we already won the game. But I didn't think this would go too far amiss. So I'm just demonstrating here, seasons can come and go, and not much will change.
The
In
trees
fact, funnily
do
enough,
seem to be growing, though.
yeah, they do grow a little bit bigger, don't they? The thing about this game, though, is that even in cases where you would... Oh, and then they fall down again. Even in cases where you would expect that things would change in the rest of the world when you wait, like the stalagmites, for instance, which should grow whether you're around or not, they don't. You actually have to be on the same screen with things for it to work, which means that if you wait a long time at the very beginning, you can screw yourself over. But, you know, we're going through a different... it's like in Bioshock Infinite with multiple different time, you know, things. God, I'm bad with vocabulary today. But this is a different universe. And in this one, our guy is a little more lazy and not as smart. And he just loves waiting. He's less motivated than his pal in the alternate dimension. They all look exactly the same, of course. I can't tell, is he wearing like a stone loincloth or something? There's no reason why he should, but...
Yeah.
Sometimes the tree was in a wrong place. People who make video games like this are often like from all over the world, and you might be able to tell from this guy's unusual knowledge of English that he is German. I like Germans. They make good video games. That's a massive stereotype, but I don't care. Because it's true.
Not the worst German stereotype to exist, to be fair.
Definitely not. So, how do you feel about Germans? Well, I know they make great video games. So now I'm going to show you what happens if you don't teach these people the mystical art of growing wheat. Or rather, just the mystical art of taking wheat from 50 feet away and bringing it here.
Lazy sods.
Well, they never figure it out. I'd say stupid more than lazy. They never learn. But they're still alive. I mean, where's their food coming from? That's the question.
Cannibalism.
Oh, God. That won't work after a few generations, Greg.
Yeah.
You've already waited like 100 years. They'd have eaten each other to death by now. That is a hilarious concept, though. It's a tribe that survived by racism. But sorry, cannibalism. I don't know how that popped into my head. I should stop saying that Germans make good video games, because it makes the word racism pop into my head. Anyway, so there were a few other things I wanted to show, so I do have to progress in this eventually. Gotta teach these people something, you know. I'm like a father to these people. A big, gray, imposing father that they're terrified of.
I speedran this game. It only took me about a century.
Yeah, this game does lead to some potential humor, just in the construction of it. I like games where, you know, that are not necessarily mechanically complex, but mechanically interesting.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this tree either grew too much and then died, or it didn't grow enough, so I am not able to do this. So, gotta do it again. All over again. And that kid just went right into the wall. He's so bored. He's just like, you know what? We'll probably figure out how to teleport ourselves into walls before we learn how to cook wheat. I mean, they could at least have created art by now, you know? Show me some interesting pictures of, like, a deer they painted with their finger. But no, they haven't learned any culture, they haven't learned any technology. Literally, all those things come from wheat.
Yep.
You don't have wheat, you don't have anything. Well, they just call it grain in this game, but you can totally tell it's wheat.
Yeah.
Because I can tell pixelated wheat from pixelated, like, sorghum and rye just on sight. I'm
Clearly.
that good at identifying wheat. I just mean, like, it's not oats. It's definitely not corn. Although it'd be kind of interesting if it was corn, because one thing about this game is that it's generic enough that you can't tell what part of the world it takes place in.
Yeah.
This could be almost anywhere. This could be Japan. This could be in the, you know, what would later become the United States, Europe. Any place where there are chestnuts, really. The chestnuts are the only things that make it, you know, geographically indeterminate. Sorry, geographically determinate. Everything else is different. And the style of the buildings does make it seem kind of like Europe. So maybe I'm helping the Maybe I'm helping the Cro-Magnon people destroy their Neanderthal brethren. Who knows? Although, it is weird. This game ends in the year 2013, which would suggest that year 0 of this is 0 AD. The problem with that is, where's the freaking Roman Empire? Why are people still living like cavemen in the year 0 AD?
Yeah, this would be... The year 0 of this would be well before civilization.
Absolutely. And yet by the year 2013 they have jets. This is an alternate universe where the jet was invented in like 1000 BC. It's actually a pretty cool alternate universe, and I don't know why no one has written that yet. Instead of steampunk, it's cavepunk. You have cavemen with advanced technology. I don't know, it could work. I allow anyone free license to use the term cavepunk to describe their fiction. Anywho, so the people have finally gotten over here, and they look like they're wearing jackets or something. Maybe they're pelts? Who knows? But they're still in the log cabin stage, making delicious maple syrup. They're not to the point yet of having real buildings. So yeah, we're getting close to the end here. Better get a move on. But instead I'm just waiting. Because like I said, this guy's a lazy jerk. I like to put a little bit of my own personality into characters, and that's why I like playing games.
He's setting him up just to watch him get knocked down.
I know, so I wait in the village, and I want to see what happens when they go. They have no idea what's happening. There's a year left. They got like 2 seasons. Poor saps. They don't know what's coming. So, I don't really want to take the heat for what's happened, because it is kind of my fault, so I'm going to go away from the village and hide in the cave.
Take the heat?
From the volcano. That was not intentional. Why do I have to keep telling people my puns are not intentional? I'm like the only person in the world who routinely makes accidental puns.
I'm pretty sure that's not true, but...
No, it's not true. I'm the only person in this room right now who does that. And that's incontrovertible, because you're not in the room that I'm in.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I didn't mean like a virtual room, I mean this physical room where I'm talking into a microphone.
Well, in which case, yeah, because you're literally the only person in...
So this is the point where this guy realizes that he's screwed things up majorly, and he doesn't even have time to wait for the stalactites. And he's like, oh crap, my alternate universe brother's gonna be so upset. And yeah, this is all you get. The world's burned to ashes. Your fault. I feel so ashamed. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.